What I'm about to say is 100% my opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree in the comments section. When I heard that Draymond apologized on Twitter to Jordan Poole for punching him in the face, I thought, wow, maybe Draymond has really changed. Nope, not in this case. I thought the reason Draymond apologized on Twitter was to show his sincerity to Jordan Poole and finally offer up a genuine apology. But do you know why Draymond apologized to Poole on Twitter? Because he was really sorry? Because he wanted Poole and the whole world to know it? Nope. According to Draymond, the reason he apologized to Jordan Poole on Twitter is because he wants Jordan Poole to move on and get over it.
I responded because, it's been 3 years. Let's move on.
It's been 3 years, Draymond said on his podcast. Hold up. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You punch me in my face, the whole world sees. You humiliate me in front of everyone. My parents, my friends, the NBA, my teammates, my opponents. Never offer up a real apology, then have the nerve to tell me to get over it? Seriously? This coming from the man who was not punched in the face. This coming from the man who kept throwing shade at Jordan Poole, years after the so-called apology he made at a press conference after he punched Jordan Poole. Let me tell you something. When someone apologizes to you, I mean for real, if they really mean it, they won't throw shade at you after apologizing. Why? Because they'll be too busy feeling bad about what they've done. They won't even want to bring the subject up again because they know they were wrong for what they did. They won't even want to talk about it, let alone throw shade. Another thing is, they won't expect you to just move on and get over it just because a certain amount of time has passed. Everyone takes a different amount of time to heal. You can't tell someone to get over something you did to them just because you yourself are over it. And the most important way to know if an apology is real is this. When someone is really sorry, they don't make it all about them or make themselves out to be the victim. Right after the video of Draymond punching Poole went viral, the Warriors stated Draymond was spending time away from the team. I blame some of this on the Warriors organization. If every time I mess up there are no consequences, what's stopping me from doing it again? No matter what I do, you're gonna take me back, so I might as well do what I want. Right? They could have went back-to-back if their leader didn't punch one of their best shooters in the face. He made some documentary video. The video showed he was sorry, but not for Jordan Poole, for himself.
Now that you processed what just happened, now you've processed the why. Now how do you feel, and what do you feel about it?
Notice right here, he's talking about himself. How do I feel about what happened? We know how you feel we saw it. How does he process the incident of him punching Poole in the face? But that's okay, because to be fair, everyone involved needs time to process what happened. But as the video goes on, I was waiting for him to show remorse for what he did. Nope. No remorse. It just seemed like, woe is me, this is what I am dealing with right now. Nothing about why he did it, what he could have done differently. No expressing regret or sorrow for doing it or anything. He didn't even address Jordan Poole at all in this video. This video was all about him. The only time there was an apology is when they showed a clip of him at the press conference apologizing to Poole.
I was wrong for my actions that took place on Wednesday. And for that, I have apologized to my team. I have apologized to Jordan.
I know what you're thinking. There's the apology right there, so what are you talking about?
Last year, we had an awful team as far as chemistry goes.
Like I said before, people who feel bad about their actions don't throw shade on you afterwards. If you think I'm wrong about that, please tell me why in the comments. I have no problem seeing this from a different perspective, so if you have one, please share it. During the time of the incident, after his apology at the press conference, he kept bringing up the incident and defending himself. He would say things like, "But you don't know what Jordan said to me," and "Why did that person specifically target me and decide they wanted to record what I was doing?" He just kept playing the victim. He literally spent the entire video acting like someone did him wrong, and he was going to do his best to get back on his feet again after the terrible ordeal he just faced. The entire style of the documentary was off. They played the slow, reflective music, showed Draymond walking like, look at how hard things are for this man, then had the nerve to try and end it on an inspirational note. It seems like nothing has changed, because 3 years later, Draymond offers another apology on Twitter after Poole said he loves most of the guys at Golden State. Draymond wrote, "I really am sorry." Then he got on his podcast.
It was kind of like it was looking for some sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of keep wanting to make me out to be the bad guy. Move on, bro. Like, it is what it is.
Did you hear that? Let me play that again, even though it hurts my stomach every time I hear it.
I kind of keep wanting to make me out to be the bad guy. Move on, bro.
Trying to make him out to be the bad guy. Did you hear that? Once again, Draymond takes a moment that's supposed to be about Jordan Poole, who was the real victim, and instead makes it all about him by trying to make himself look like the victim. Trying to make me look like the bad guy? Draymond, you punched your teammate in the face, and the whole world saw it. Guess what? You are the bad guy. How Draymond manages to take a situation that he caused after he's done something wrong and then twist it to make it look like he's the victim is beneath even him. He has too much potential, too much going on for him to play the victim after he's victimized someone. Now, for those of you who say, well, Jordan Poole shouldn't have called him the B word. Do you know how many times Draymond has called someone the B word and wasn't punched in the face? You don't have the right to punch someone in the face because you didn't like what they said and your feelings were hurt. And it's interesting how Draymond says Poole said something to him that made him do that. How many things has Draymond said to people on and off the court that was disrespectful? I didn't see them punch Draymond in the face. Then he went on to say, oh, Poole called me the B word, and then pushed him. Hold up. You literally went from one side of the room to the other side of the room and bumped your chest right into his. Then stood all up in his face, and he was supposed to do what? Whisper in your ears? Walk through you? Beg you to move? If Poole did that to Draymond, what do you think he would have done? Say, excuse me? Please leave me alone? Is that what Draymond does when someone is in his face? Nope. When that happens to Draymond, the entire team, the refs, the coaches have to come separate him because they know what he will do. Do you think if the owner of the Warriors organization, Joe Lacob's son, was on the team and called Draymond the B word, you really think Draymond would have punched him? If LeBron did that, do you think Draymond would have punched him? I don't even think he would have done that if Ja Morant called him that because of Ja's controversial past. Do you think if Draymond's son was playing in the NBA and someone did that to his son and then told him 3 years later, move on, get over it, stop trying to make the man who assaulted your son look like the bad guy? Do you think Draymond would be like, yeah, you right, it has been 3 years, I'll get over it now? Well, Draymond, it's been 3 years. And guess what? You still show no sign of being really sorry because you still managed to make this about you and make yourself look like the victim. The only time an apology regarding Draymond punching Jordan Poole will be real is when Draymond doesn't follow it up with how much of a victim he is, because the real victim in this story is Jordan Poole. The apology will be real when he doesn't follow it up with throwing shade at Jordan Poole years after he's left the team. Talk about moving on and getting over it, Draymond. Stop trying to make Poole look like the bad guy. Just move on already, Draymond. Isn't that what you said you wanted? It really hurts my heart to hear that after all this time, Draymond seems to still be thinking about doing what's best for him, no matter who it hurts. Okay, guys, I'm ready to hear your thoughts. Please comment, because I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. For more NBA content, watch this.